Hello, friends. This is Frederick Henry. I'm just doing a podcast now on the election issue. Today is Saturday, and the Million Man March, for Trump was astronomical. I just love it. I love that American people. I wish I could have been there. I was unable to attend because I'm far away from Washington. But I was there in soul. I was there in spirit. I was there watching it. I was so happy to see our citizen voters out there in droves, in tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million, who knows. They'll make that estimation. But to support our president in this crisis of whether or not this was a legal election. Now, I just want to start off by saying fundamentally that I can't comprehend. I can't comprehend a man who had tens of thousands of people at his rallies in South Carolina, in Georgia, in Michigan, in Minnesota, and so forth and so on. And then 56,000 people in one rally in Pennsylvania, and 56,000 people, one rally in Pennsylvania, and then loses the election to Biden, who had 6 people, 12 people, 8 people, no people at his rallies. It boggles my mind to think that if you have a man who goes out to Pennsylvania and South Carolina and Michigan and all these places, has a rally for 30 people, 14 people, 8 people, no people, and the same thing with Kamala, and then he wins by thousands and tens of thousands of votes in those places. That's absurd to me, and I don't understand it. I don't agree with that. However, I want to put out a few things for you. The first one is my favorite. I want to shout out to Black Conservative Patriot. Black Conservative Patriot. If you're not listening to this guy, he's got it, man. He's got it. He's got the inside track, and he's a great guy. Black Conservative Patriot. You'll get him on YouTube. He has great information, the latest and the greatest, and he's a very, formerly not a Trumper, but now a full-fledged Trumper. Also, of course, we know about Dan Bongino, wonderful. I don't know if he's as informative as Black Conservative Patriot, but Dan Bongino is well worth listening to. I still think the Still report, S-T-I-L-L report, is worthy of your listening to it. It's wonderful stuff. Now, tonight, I listened to Black Conservative Patriot talk about the cyber company Scytl. Listen to that particular thing. It's in the last 2 or 3 programs for Black Conservative Patriot. Black Conservative Patriot on YouTube. And basically, he's talking about Congressman Louis Gohmert, reporting about a company called Scytl, which was contracted by a multitude, 960 United States voting centers to aggregate their votes. This company was in Barcelona, Spain, and also in Germany, and was going bankrupt. Now, this company was an aggregator of votes. Now, you're telling me that voting machines in the United States through the internet sent our voting results to Barcelona. They sent our voting results to Germany, and then supposedly aggregated them and sent back supposedly accurate results to the United States. Why in the world are we having municipalities, state election boards, and others send our voting data via the internet to foreign companies in Barcelona and Germany? Now, supposedly, with the acceptance of the United States Justice Department and the military and others, the Election Commission and so forth, a raid was made on Scytl, and it's Scytl, Scytl, in Germany, and their servers were seized, and that will give us the hard and fast information that we need to know about the cybercrime in this election. And so I'm not going to go much into this. I don't know too much information, but if you want to get the latest information on this, even Tucker doesn't have this, Hannity and Laura, but Black Conservative Patriot. And if you look at the last 10, if you're really interested in this, my friends, if you're really into this, if you want to know what's going on, then I would tell you to listen to the last 10 programs of Black Conservative Patriot. And he has some interesting names, some interesting identifiers, and some interesting factual data that will help you to understand what's going on in the area of dominion and in the area of the cybercrime that may have attempted to overthrow the Trump administration, to infiltrate the United States government voting system, and to carry out a cyber coup d'etat in favor of Joe Biden. I'm not saying Joe Biden did it. I'm not saying that. That doesn't mean, I am not saying that Joe Biden did it. What I'm saying is that a company or companies or various and sundry nefarious actors cooperated formally or informally, it doesn't make any difference, to overthrow our election. And it's not about Donald Trump, my friends. It's not about Donald Trump. Everybody's talking about Donald Trump. It's about you and your vote. It's about you and your freedom. It's about me and my vote and me and my freedom. It's about America and its freedom. It's about the future of our children and grandchildren. It's about our friends and neighbors, whether we will live in a society dominated by cyber criminals and those who don't even know our names and care less about who we are and what we are, and care less about what they do to us, if they destroy us, if they ruin our finances, if they take away our homes, if they destroy our jobs. It doesn't matter to them. They're cyber criminals, the worst kind, invisible criminals using cyberspace and numbers and algorithms to destroy anybody and everybody, and they don't even care because they're amoral. They have no morality. They don't care. They don't see the people beyond the algorithm. They don't see the people on the other side of the cyberspace. They don't see the people on the other side of the internet. They don't care about those people because they will destroy you and me and everybody. It's not about Trump. It's about you and me. That's why I was so excited about the march today. 1 million person march, and all around the country other little smaller marches in support of the President Trump, not because of Trump himself as a person, yes indeed, but more as a symbol of you, a symbol of me, a symbol of how we must defend ourselves against the censorship of Twitter, the censorship of Facebook, and all the other insidious and behind-the-scenes cyber criminals who will steal our deeds, steal our homes, steal our mortgages, and destroy us. And they're using the vote now to suppress us and to make us into a socialist country when we don't want to be a socialist country. And so we're rising up, and we have time. We don't have a lot of time, but we have until January 20th, actually January 19th. Fight, fight, fight. Trump is fighting. The Congress is fighting. The Senate is fighting. Mitch McConnell is fighting. Rand Paul is fighting. Devin Nunes is fighting. Jim Jordan is fighting. We have fighters out there. And we have Black Conservative Patriots, a Still Report. We have Dan Bongino. We have Laura-Ingraham. We have Tucker. Oh, wonderful Tucker. He's doing such a great job. Although I have to say sometimes Tucker vacillates. And that might be his CNN experience, his background in CNN. But Tucker is a good guy. Love him. He has a great viewership. And, of course, my favorite, Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh, who is fighting for our freedom against the tyranny of voter suppression caused by Dominion and Scytl and other cyber criminals. And we have to watch the Army, we have to watch the State Department, we have the CIA, we have the FBI, and don't let them get away with suppressing and hiding. I'm so terrified that these servers seized in an Army raid with the connivance of the Justice Department and other departments, that these servers will be squashed and they'll end up in some warehouse and there'll be a burst pipe and the burst pipe will fall on them with all that water and destroy all the evidence, and we will never know the truth because our own government acted against us, you and me. That's what we're talking about. It's not about Trump. Trump is our symbol. Trump is our leader. I love Trump. I am a total Trumper, but Trump has a lot more resources. He has us, and we have him, and that's what we need to do. He has us, we have him. We have to work together because it's about you and about your vote and about your freedom and about your future and about the future and dignity and freedom of your children and grandchildren. Okay, enough of the speeches. I don't have any information. I just want to tell you that about Scytl, about Black Conservative Patriot, and the like. And I'll be back tomorrow with more of the Frederick Henry Show. Thank you for listening. Pass this on. Like it if you have the ability to do it on your screen. Let other people know about it. Put it on Twitter. Put it on Facebook. let people know. I'm doing my best. I'm a little guy in a little place with a little show, very little resources. I'm trying to speak up. This is the best I can do. This is what I'm doing. And please do what you're doing. We're all working this together, and together we will prevail. Thank you very much for listening. This is Frederick Henry, and you've been listening to The Frederick Henry Show.